So Hunter steps in, first pitch, takes it high, ball one. Parker really needs to get out of this jam, keep his Warriors in the game early. Foul ball on the second pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the count. A little change up on the inside corner. Called strike 2. Fastball taken high. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Bases jammed. Hunter, a fly ball to right. Right fielder settles under it. And third out recorded. Hunter, a fly ball to right. So,
all right, that's it. We'll step aside for a break here at the end of the bottom of the first. Go ahead, give us a wrap up there, Coach.
2 runs, 2 hits. And we'll move right on.
All right, we are back with you here live. Number 24 batting, Perry, the designated hitter for the Warriors, takes a deep cut at it. Ball 1, strike 1. Cougars lead at 2-0 in the top of the second with Boonesboro at the plate. Fouled away. Nice one-headed catch by the on-deck batter.
Joey just so smooth, easy motion, and then that ball zip 95 miles an hour at you.
Swing, foul tipped into the catcher's glove. He hangs onto it for the out.
A little bit of a change up there. The ball broke away from Ryan Perry into DJ's glove.
That'll bring Atkinson to the plate, the catcher, batting right-handed for the Warriors. Fastball outside. Ball 1. Ooh, caught him on the right, low right corner of that strike zone for a called strike. 1-1, 2-2 to count, sorry. Nope, now it is 1-1. The scoreboard got me. Away, ball 2.
Ooh,
It's called strike.
a little bit of a slider there. Starts in on the hands, breaks over the plate.
Pass ball to the screen. Hit right back to the pitcher. He catches it, gloves it, trots, and underhand tosses it to first base for the second out of the inning.
Keeping that fastball low, and all that the batters for Boonesboro are able to do so far is weak ground balls.
That'll bring number 22, the Wyan, the center fielder, to the plate for his first appearance. He takes it one low, ball one. 2 out. Top of the second, Cougars lead at 2-0. Ball outside. 2-0 the count. Beautiful, breezy day, kind of cool, almost warm if you're in the shade with the sun on you. But as soon as you get out in that breeze, even though it's coming out of the south, it's a little chilly. Swing and a miss. Way behind him on that one.
Yep, got to gear up, load up a little sooner.
McManus,
Sit on the fastball.
Joey throwing some smoke there. Check swing called strike. 2-2 the count now. Wyan now with that bat out over the plate. Contact, a little slow dribbler. The pitcher gloves it, underhand toss to first, and Joey McManus gets 2 outs in that inning with a couple of easy grounders back to him. And that'll end the inning with 3 up and 3 down, no hits, no runs, and no errors. We move to the bottom of the second, where the Cougars will bring the top of their order, Green, Crum, and McManus to the plate after this break from our sponsors. All right, we are back for the bottom of the second inning where the Cougars lead it 2-0 here at Catoctin High School on an overcast, kind of a perfect spring day for high school baseball. Just what you'd expect in early April. In the dirt, the first pitch to Castello. I gave you the wrong order there. I had one player missing off my score sheet. Castello at the bottom of the order. He's at bat with Green on deck and Crum in the hole. called strike across the plate. 2-1 the count. Peyton with a great performance last Friday at pitching. Shot foul over the Cougars' dugout. 2-2 the count to Costello. Chopped into the Boonesboro dugout now as Peyton works both dugouts.
Making contact, staying alive, as Coach Franklin loves for them to do. Get that extra pitch.
Fouled off into the woods, all over the batting cages. Costello stays alive in the count. 2-2, no out. Whoa, curveball. Just broke inside a little bit. That moves the count full. That's well hit. It's in the gap in left center. Drops in for a base hit single as Peyton runs in standing up. So a one-bagger for Costello to get it started here for Catoctin.
Again, nice piece of hitting. Don't try to overpower the outside pitch. Just loops it into left field.
Wind picking up a bit out here on the dugout. Throwing to first. Not in time as Costello dives back head first. Modest lead now for Costello. Hook down the line, base hit into right field. Here comes Costello around second and into third, standing up.
Whoa.
And the throw in is cut off by the third baseman. That had disaster written all over. It could have scored a run because it was way off target, unable to cut it off.
Brian Green able to pull that fastball into right field. Advances Costello to third. Down over the hill in a big softball matchup here today, Boonesboro-Catoctin.
Yes.
Catoctin 1, Boonesboro 0 at the end of 3.
That'll bring Crum to the plate. Crum flew out to right field in his last at bat. He takes one low and outside, just on the nix the strike zone for a called strike. No outs, runners on the corner, bottom of the second. Cougars lead it 2-0. Low. Ball one. Outside, ball two. I like Crum's batting stance. It's a solid looking kid. He's got a good spread on his legs, little bend to his knees, holds that bat well. Low, a one hopper into the catcher's protector. He keeps it in front of him with a runner on third. A pass ball could score a run.
Atkinson doing the job behind the plate, keeping a lot of those low balls in front of him.
Another low one, and that's it. Another walk. And that'll load the bases. And better yet, that's going to bring McManus to the plate. With the table set.
Say it depends what team you're rooting for there, Michael. Brings a dangerous Joey McManus, and the infield All four are in on the infield grass.
Yes. And the outfield's playing out. A lot of green there between the infield and outfield, huh?
Yeah, and I think if you're Joe McManus, you're thinking fly ball.
Check swing foul.
He wants to launch a fly ball. At least get that sacrifice run in from third base.
Joey McManus, the senior pitcher committed to the University of Maryland next year. High infield pop-up. And it drifts out of play.
I don't even know if that's landed yet.
0-2 the count to McManus. So DeBall way out in front of McManus in the pitcher's duel. Oh, he throws him a changeup for a called strike, and he struck him out. What a changeup that was.
I would think more of a curveball.
Was it?
Started off the plate, and according to the umpire,
Curved
caught
over.
the outside corner.
So a big out for DeBall as he fans McManus. That'll bring Bell to the plate. Bell singled in his last at bat. He takes a cut at it, tips it back into the catcher's glove. 0-1 the count. One out. Bases loaded in the bottom of the second.
Infield moves to double play depth in the middle for Boonesboro. Corners up.
Outside, ball one.
So ground ball to first or third. They'll try to work the home to first double play. Ground ball up the middle. They'll try to work second to first double play.
Kicks and delivers. Deep in the left field, down the line. He catches a beautiful backhand catch, but the runner tags and scores. So a sacrifice fly to left field drives the run in.
Wow.
Castello crosses the plate for the third run of the day for Catoctin.
Wyatt Jervis playing close to this third base line. Nice backhanded stab of that line drive.
He robbed him for sure.
Yep.
That brings Worth to the plate. He takes a ball. Worth also singled in his last bat in the left center gap. High fly ball down the right field line, out of play, and they're racing to get to it, but not in time as the hats go flying off. The ball falls into the ground. Runners on first and second, 2 out. 1-1 the count to Worth. Cougars lead at 3-0. Up the middle, shortstop. Second baseman gets between his legs, and the run scores. And so the error on number 4, it's an E4 there to put Worth on. Green scores.
Connor Crum all the way around to third base.
So that'll bring Shipton, the catcher, to the plate. What did Shipton do in his last at bat, Coach?
Shipton was the base hit. Yep. 2 RBI base hit to left center field. Right behind Garrett Worth walk.
The ball steps off the rubber.
Softball ended up in the field.
Softball came onto the field from the game, fouled away into the right field mitt, and we had timeout. Now time is in. There goes the runner, and a hit right up the gap into left field. The run scores, so they had to hit and run on, and it pays off as Crum brings it across.
Worth moves up to second. DJ having a big day. 2 for 2, 3 RBIs. And running for him as a courtesy runner, Patrick Marlin, now at first base.
2 outs, runners on second and first. Cougars lead at 5-0 in the bottom of the second. Right back to the pitcher, a one-hopper, and he throws to first, and they get the final out of the inning, but not until the Cougars do some damage on 4 hits, 3 runs, and 1 error. We'll be right back after this.
Is conveniently located at 108 North Carroll Street in Thurmont, with over 40 years of experience in the plumbing industry, celebrating its 10th year serving our community, specializing in all phases of plumbing, including septic installation and repair. But the favorite part of our job is meeting new people and knowing that we helped. Kelco Plumbing prides itself on a job well done, with pricing that won't flood your budget. Burst pipes, water damage, clogged drains, replacement, remodel, or upgrades. Kelco Plumbing services most major fixtures, faucets, water heaters, sump pumps, and well pumps and pressure tanks. Kelco Plumbing is certified and licensed in Maryland and Pennsylvania. Call them today at 301-788-9791. That's 301-788-9791. Emergencies or planned repairs, Kelco Plumbing will go out of their way to explain exactly what needs to be done in simple, easy-to-understand solutions. When a plumber's work is done, well, everyone is happy. Remember, a good flush keeps the full house every time. Kelco Plumbing is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
All right, we are back here live for the top of the third inning with the Cougars leading at 5-0. Into the batter's box for the Warriors. Number 21 takes a strike. Collier, the second baseman for Boonesboro. Low and away, ball 1.
I'm sure Russell would like to atone for that miscue in the bottom of the order that enabled Catoctin to keep their inning alive.
Collier shows bunt, pulls the bat back for a ball. 2-1 the count to the Boonesboro second baseman. Low hops off the plate and out of the catcher's glove to the screen. 3-1 the count. So Collier should be looking for this one right here, ahead in the count. Boonesboro yet to get on the base. And he chops it into the dugout. Foul ball. That evens the count full at 3-2.
Unable to get around on that overpowering fastball from Joey.
Whoa! Caught him looking, off-speed pitch outside edge of the plate for another K. for Mr. McManus, his 4th of the afternoon.
And working his way back on a 3-0 count there to get that strikeout.
Fastball. What a beauty that was. Called strike to number 3, Ward, the third baseman. Deep in the box, batting right-handed. 2 in a row. Ward shakes his head and says, "Woo, that is a fast. That is a 90-mile-an-hour fastball right there." 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss.
Man, he swung after that pitch was caught.
Just overpowering. They got to gear up, shorten that swing down a little bit, try to put that ball in play.
3 ground outs and 5 strikeouts so far for Warriors in this game. No one on base. And McManus with another overpowering performance here as the paper characterized his defense as spectators in the paper last week. In the game a week ago that we had here where he pitched, they said that he was so overpowering that his outfielders are more spectators than they were involved in the game. Foul to the screen. 1-1 the count. 2 outs. Top of the third. Cougars lead at 5-0 against Boonesboro. Wind blowing out of the south. Kind of brisk. Died down a little bit. It was getting a little windy a few minutes ago, but seems to have dropped out a little bit. Probably as soon as I say that, we'll get a 30-mile-an-hour gust.
Had enough of that over the weekend.
Yeah. Wasn't that something Saturday night?
Sheesh.
I was going to a restaurant Saturday night, and the wind literally lifted me off the ground. And I'm pretty heavy. I hadn't seen anything like that since my hurricane days in Ocean City on the boardwalk. Walking to a hurricane party, I remember the wind blew us down one time. Of course, we were a lot lighter back then.
Yeah, I hope everybody in Frederick County has their power back on. I know there were quite a few people where trees were downed.
Fouled away again. He's staying alive in there. I got to give him that. The right fielder he's making contact.
Yep.
He's well behind everything, but he is hanging in there by a thread.
Cougars have the reverse rotation on the infield. 3 men on the right side against the right-handed batter. Not expecting him to pull. Whoa.
Oh, got him with a curveball, and he thought it was coming at him. Backed out of the box and went right over the plate for the strike. And the third K, 3 up and 3 down, all strikeouts by Joey McManus as he continues to improve here like a fine wine. It gets better as the game goes. We'll be back after this.
One recent diner summed it up perfectly. Thurmont Country Kitchen is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. Open weekdays 8 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Remember when Grandma used to say, if you're looking for a great restaurant, follow the locals. And that's exactly what you'll find at Thurmont Country Kitchen. A wonderful mixture of out-of-town guests, travelers up and down Route 15, and the locals who love Country Kitchen's award-winning roasted chicken. Homemade cooking at its finest, with lots of sweets and goodies at the counter to go. Country Kitchen is a great place for birthday parties, meetings, or just to take the family when you're out and about. Their huge menu has something for everybody, and their warm country home atmosphere and small town charm will take you back to simpler times. Thermont Country Kitchen, satisfying and delicious. You'll feel right at home at Thermont Country Kitchen. Thermont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics on the radio.
And we want to thank all of our great sponsors for making this possible. Center of Life Chiropractic, Hawkins Landscaping, Kelco Plumbing, and Country Kitchen. I was over at Country Kitchen for lunch the other day. I had the prime rib sandwich, and it was unbelievable. It was the bomb, let me tell you. I could only eat, it was so big, I could only eat half of it. I had to take the other half to go, and I ate it later that evening for my snack.
And was better the second time, right?
Yeah, aged well. All right, stepping to the plate, number 9, Reed. Reed flew out to left field in his last at bat with a sac fly. He takes a good chop at it to the screen. 0-1 the count to Reed. If you just joined us, we're in the bottom of the third. Cougars lead at 5-0 here against Boonesboro. Basically on some good solid batting by the Cougars, rallying with 2 outs. And the pitching of McManus as Reed pulls it foul down the third base line and out of play. 0-2 the count to the center fielder.
Now pitching for Boonesboro is number 14, Andrew Myers. Replaced Delball, the starter.
Oh, got him looking. One hopper, the catcher catches it, throws it to first, and he's out. So he swung at it on the dirt. So it's a live ball, but they throw him out at first. So Reed is 0 for 2 on the day. That'll bring Castello to the plate. He's singled in his last at bat. And he chops one to the second baseman. Throw to the pitcher who covers. And a beautiful defensive play by the Warriors. As the first baseman was drawn off the bag to try to make the play, the pitcher Myers wisely covered.
Yeah, that's a great play, great heads-up play, hustle play, however you want to call it. A lot of times when you see the ball go to second baseman, if you're the pitcher, you just kind of stop and watch the play. But he quickly recognized that first could not get back in cover, hustled over.
Inside to Green. Timeout now as Green trots over like he wants to talk to Coach Franklin. 2 out. Bottom of the third. 1-0 the count to the shortstop for the Cougars. Got a great game coming up on Thursday. A little softball. We'll be back here, head down the hill. Walkersville here to play Catoctin. Arguably maybe the 2 top teams in the county in softball. What do you think?
Yeah, and Walkersville currently undefeated, and today they're leading Williamsport early in their game there, so we expect that they'll come in here undefeated to go against the one-loss Cougars.
Grounder to the shortstop. He picks it up. Throw is in time. And they get the third out of the inning. Green goes down swinging. So 3 ground outs. Myers does his job coming in relief from first base for the Warriors. And that'll bring the Warriors back to the plate. Batting in order, Kennecke, Myers, and Jervis will be right back. All right, we are back here live at Catoctin High School. The 5-0 Cougars, 5-0 on the scoreboard, with a really impressive performance so far in these first 3 innings. As we move now to the top of the 4th inning with the pitcher number 19, DeBaugh. Nope, check that. Kennecke, the shortstop, number 10, at the plate. Kennecke grounded out in his last at bat. Fouls it back. 0-2 the count.
Actually had that pitch timed well.
Just got under it a bit.
Bowed it off, yep.
In the dirt, ball 1. Shipton tells his pitcher, it's good, just settle down. Outside, ball 2.
Kennecke stays alive with that foul tip. That 90-plus mile-an-hour fastball by McManus.
Hanging in there.
Yep.
Kennecke, that other D1 prospect I mentioned that the colleges are looking at. The senior. Resting his arm tonight. Playing shortstop. Ball outside. That'll put the count full. Kennecke, one of a stable of good pitchers. Another one, Jervis. Here on the Boonesboro squad. Fouled away. He's taken McManus deep in the pitch count.
Great at bat for Matty.
Ooh, and he walked him. So the first batter on base in the game, the shortstop, on a base on balls here in the 4th inning. As that one zoomed right at his head and he had to duck under it. That'll bring Myers, number 14. Myers now the pitcher for the Warriors. As McManus steps off the rubber to hold the runner on first, Kennecke. Kennecke with a short 2-step lead. They show bunt. McManus pitches out. 1-0 the count.
Let's see if they try to. Looks like Boonesboro might try to manufacture a run here. Get that goose egg off the board.
Show bunt again. He pitches out. 2-0 the count. No outs. Top of the fourth. Cougars lead at 5-0. Little strategy going here between the pitcher McManus and the Boonesboro batters. With a runner on first. He bunts one down into the plate and off his shins. Foul ball. That'll move the count to 2-1.
He should not be out.
Now
Don't call him out. He was in the box when it hit him. The base umpire is calling the batter runner out.
Now he's coming in to talk to the ump.
Yeah, I hope
they overrule that one.
That ball, he
was in the batter's box.
Yeah,
you're right.
Myers tried the sacrifice bunt. It went straight down in the batter's box, hit him in the leg, and then bounced
onto the
forward
plate.
Onto the playing surface. So he
says he's out.
Oh.
He says he was moving towards first when it hit him. So Myers.
I don't agree. To me, it should have been a foul ball. But
1 out. Runner on first. Jervis at bat. Fouled away. Jervis struck out in his last at bat in the first inning. McManus wants a fresh ball. Warriors with 1 runner on, the first one of the game here. Didn't get anybody on base until the 4th inning, and that on a walk from McManus. No bat production so far against this ace pitcher for the Cougars. Check swing. Ball. 1-1 the count. Outfield playing medium depth straight away. Low. Ball 2.
Joey struggling a little with control this inning. Falling behind the batters.
Swing and a miss. That evens the count up at 2 apiece.
Joey pulled the string on that change up a bit. Had Jervis out in front. Swing and miss.
McManus checks the runner on first. Kicks and delivers. Fouled to the screen. Fouled down the right first base line. One out, 2-2. Runner on first here in the top of the 4th. Boonesboro, number 5, Jervis, the left fielder, at the plate. Just off the outside edge, little off-speed stuff. That moves the count full. Chop to the third baseman. He picks it up, throw to second. They got him. Oh. That was a heck of a play by the second baseman. He had to dive into the dirt to make the catch and swipe the bag with his right foot as he did it.
Yeah, that ball was a little offline. from Connor and Jake Bell with a looked like a first baseman there, hanging on the bag, reaching out for the ball, for the out.
The designated hitter, Perry, batting now for the Warriors. 2 out, runner on first. Strike. Curveball to Perry. 0-1 the count. Perry struck out in his first at bat in the second inning. Takes a weak cut at that one and misses entirely for strike 2. McManus looking to get out of this one right here. Look for a fastball. You're going to throw it by him. And that's what he did. He fouled it away.
Ryan able to fight off that inside fastball. Foul it over the first base dugout. Staying alive. Another pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he got him, and Perry pounds that bat in the dirt, frustrated with the fastball that went right by him. So at the end of a half an inning here, the top of the fourth, we had 1 walk, no hits, no errors, and we move to the bottom of the fourth, where the Cougars will bring Crum, McManus, and Bell to the plate for the bottom of the fourth inning. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsors. All right, we are back with you here live as Boonesboro takes the field here in the bottom of the fourth. The Cougars with a 5-0 lead.
In softball action, it's 1-1. Boonesboro Catoctin moving to the bottom of the 6th.
Interesting. Good pitching duel. Yeah, that's right, Tyler. Stepping into the batter's box, number 3, Crum. Batting right-handed. Crum walked in his last at bat. Swing and a miss. Myers with a little bit more velocity than his teammate DeBaugh, who started pitching for the Warriors. Myers came in substitution in the last inning. Throws one at his head. He ducks away. 1-1 the count to Crum. High, wild pitch over the head of everybody and hits the screen. Got away from him a bit. 2-1 to Crum. Swing and a miss. Good solid cut, but he was way under it.
Yep.
So the Catoctin batter's having a little trouble adjusting to the tempo of this new pitcher. inside. Ball 3, 3-2, the count. Ball 4 outside, so Crum patiently draws his second walk of the game as he trots down to first base. And into the plate comes the pitcher, McManus. McManus with a walk and a strikeout. Would like to get some aluminum on the ball today here. Fouls it away.
Wasting no time attacking that pitch.
Stung his left hand a bit on that when he tries to shake it out. No out, runner on first. Bottom of the fourth. Off speed inside. 1-1 to McManus. Whoa, what a cut. Whew, boy, that had downtown written all over it, but he misses everything. Just a whiff on that one. 1-2 the count to Joey. Showing some resolve in that batter's box. He made contact on that. You can say goodbye. There goes the runner. The swing, the strikeout. That's it for McManus, his second strikeout of the game. As Crum steals second. That'll bring the second baseman Bell to the plate.
Connor actually stole that base standing up, no throw from the catcher. Had a great jump, and we know he's carries with him quite a bit of speed as a runner.
Ball 1 outside to Bell. Bell sac flied in his last at bat. Myers flinches towards second base. The runner goes back. And now they reset. In the gap. Base hit. The run rounds third. Here's the throw. No, they hold him up on third. And they missed an opportunity there. Bell should have gone down to second, but he held up on first on the throw home.
Yeah, and what Coach Franklin was asking him to do, he should have moved up on the throw from left field. Was intended to go home, and it was up over the cutoff man's head.
And that should have sent him to second.
Would have given him the opportunity, yes.
Into scoring position. As it is, we have runners on the corner now with 1 out. And Worth in the batter's box. Throw to first, not in time. That's a dangerous play because if it goes over if it gets away from the first baseman, the run scores. You generally tell your pitcher, don't. There he goes again.
Nearly got him.
You tell your pitcher not to do that with a man on third because it'll cost you a run.
Hopefully at this level they don't throw the ball away too often on that play.
Runner goes. There's the throw. He slides in safe head first. And now we know why they were trying to hold him on. Because Coach Franklin gave Mr. Bell the green light.
Yeah, it was a perfect running opportunity there, and indeed Stockton took advantage of it. Second baseman from Boonesboro actually came in front of the base, cut off the throw with the intention of cutting down Connor Crum if he tried to score from third.
0-1 the count to Worth. Check swing, strike.
could not hold up. Infield in, all 4
Outfield in
Warrior
as well.
infielders.
Here we go. Change approach. You okay? You okay? You okay?
A hot one to the first baseman. He knocks it down, steps on first. The runners get caught in a rundown. The throw to home, and they get the runner. No, they didn't. They missed him. He dodged out of the way of the tag. Ho, 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 ho. What a play by the base runner. Who was that? Crum?
Connor Crum.
Yeah.
So first base gloved the ball, did not tag first. Or they're waiting for the call.
They're trying to call him out. I thought he did step on first. Yeah,
Yes.
he stepped on first. There's the signal.
Yeah, I was about to say that would.
Yeah.
So Worth is out.
For the second out, Connor Crum, after the ball
All right, let's go, DJ. Spin one.
got thrown around the infield a little bit, runners caught off base. Bell was almost standing on third base.
Yeah.
And Connor Crum was looking at him standing on third base.
Bell with a mistaken base running.
Yeah.
Got caught in the hot box.
And Connor Crum able to elude the tag but not get called out for leaving the baseline. Scores 6th run for the Cougars. And Bell ends up on third.
Strike one to Shipton. Shipton 2 for 2 on the day. In the dirt. 1-1 the count to the diminutive catcher with the good bat. So he got 2 RBIs on the day? 3.
He's got 3. 2 for 2, 3 RBIs.
Not a bad outing. Low and away, there's a pass ball. Here comes the runner home. He slides in safe.
Pick him up, guys. Get a fist one. Body language. Body language.
So Bell brings it across to make it 7-0 on the pass ball. And this umpire has a nice little brush with him to clean off home plate, although he doesn't do a very good job. There's still a lot of dirt on it.
The last umpire didn't even have a brush.
Yeah, we thought we had a umpire last week. He went out there and slapped it a bit with his foot, and you couldn't even see the plate by the end of the game. Low and inside. Ball 3 to Shipton. 3-1. 2 out. No runners on. Bottom of the 4th. Cougars lead it 7-0. Pulled foul down the third base line. The count goes full.
Have a game. Here we go. Have an approach. Change your approach. Come on, DJ.
Shipton choked up a little bit on that bat. Well hit to the shortstop. He makes the catch. Throw to first in time. And they go down on the ground out. But not until the Cougars do a little bit of damage on a single and a couple of good base running situations, a walk. And they put 2 across here in the bottom of the 4th. We'll move to the 5th inning now with the Warriors coming up to the plate. Atkinson, Wyand, and Collier. We'll be right back after this.
That was an odd inning.
All right, we're back here. Top of the 5th inning. And the Boonesboro Warriors need to get something going here with only one runner on in the entire game. McManus with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts by my count in 4 innings.
Yep. Ball has not left the infield yet off of a Boonesboro bat.
The catcher, Atkinson, steps to the plate. Atkinson grounded out back to McManus in his last and only bat in the 2nd inning. Cougars doing damage here in the 1st, 2nd, and 4th inning. 2 runs, 3 runs, and then 2 runs in the 4th. Take a 7-0 lead here as McManus throws a wild pitch over the head of everybody off the end of the catcher's glove. 1-0 the count to the catcher Atkinson. Low check swing. Hey, he said he went around. Wow. Woo. That looked like a good check swing to me. But the first base umpire says strike, so it's 1-1 to Mr. Atkinson. Outside, ball 2.
So they move to the top of the 8th down over the hill.
So we're in extra innings.
1-1. Yep.
Wow,
and they start with that runner on second base.
Should we pack up and run down there real quick? Oh, well hit. A single line drive into center field. Left center.
So
first base hit of the game.
Yep. Breaks up the no-hitter. And we're going to have a courtesy runner, I think. He's leaving. Who's coming on?
Here we go. 1-0-0.
You get your number on that pinch runner in just a minute. I think it's 16. Is that what I see?
I don't have that guy on our reserve list.
Then that must not be it. Fastball called strike at the knees. 0-1 the count to Wyand. Throw to first. Runner gets back in time. Yes, it is 16. But we don't have a 16 on our lineup card, do we? Let me go back and look at the original lineup card and see if I missed something here. Again, back to first, gets by him, and there goes the runner down to second.
It's 15-Mussolino.
Is it 15? Mm-hmm. Ah, that explains it. So, Mussolino, what a name. Mussolino. Sounds
Dash
like a movie.
is the second base on that pass.
Sounds like a movie star.
Yep.
Swing and a miss. Oh, 0-2 the count. Fastball outside, 1-2. No outs. Runner on second in scoring position. Warriors trying to get that goose egg off the scoreboard here in the top of the 5th.
Ooh. Called strike 3 on the outside corner.
Struck him out.
Records the first out.
That'll bring Collier, the second baseman, to the plate. He struck out in his first and only bat. Curveball, called strike over the plate. 0-1 the count. Fastball, another called strike. McManus out in front on the 0-2 count to Collier. 1 out. Runner on second. Swing and a miss, and he fanned him. 2 in a row for McManus. That'll bring Ward to the plate, the third baseman. Steps into the batter's box with 2 out here in the top of the 5th. High off speed, ball 1. Oh, nice curveball. Had him flinching. Called strike. 1-1 the count to Ward.
Tall third baseman leaning out over the plate.
Low. Ball 2.
Come on here, kid. Come on, baby. Chill out, Rip. Let's go.
Coaches from Catoctin dugout asking Joey to attack the batter.
There it is. He attacked him good for a swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ward trying to keep it alive with a runner on. And he got him looking for the final strikeout of the inning, and the Warriors strand 1 runner on second base after 1 hit, no runs and no errors. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning, which will bring Grable, Reed, and Castello to the plate to bat for the Cougars after this break. All right, we are back here live at Catoctin High School on a breezy, cool Slightly overcast afternoon for some great high school baseball. Any update on the softball yet? Looks like its game still must be going because I can see all the spectators down there.
Top of the 8th, first and third for Boonesboro with 2 outs. And Joel Miller steps in as a pinch hitter for Catoctin.
And number 17 fouls one off. Good contact up the middle, and the shortstop can't handle it. And so an error to the shortstop puts Miller on. E6, if you're scoring it.
Down over the hill, Teller Smith, 107 pitches. And bases are loaded with 2 outs in the top of the 8th for the Warriors.
Number 20 at the plate now. Bowling coming into bat for his first at bat of the game. Good contact to the second baseman. Throw to second is the time. They try to turn 2, and they got him. Good defensive play by the Warriors on that. That was a tough double play.
Yep. And strong arm from Jarvis at shortstop.
6-3.
Enables them to finish that one. Yep. 4-6-3 double play if you're scoring at home.
Down to the first baseman now, Castello. Batting left-handed.
And down over the hill, the Cougars are able to get out of that jam, so they'll move to the bottom of the 8th, score 1-1.
Wow. Chop foul, Castello. 1-1 the count. 2 outs, no runners on. Bottom of the 5th. Cougars lead at 7-0 here. Peyton 1 for 1 on the afternoon. High. Way over his head. 2-1 the count.
All right, let's go. Change your approach. You have a great top hand. Great top hand. Change your approach.
2-2 on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Castello with that bat out over the plate now, slash batting. Curveball outside. Ball 3. Got a pitcher in the bullpen warming up now for the Cougars. Number 5. Oh, a line drive right into the glove of the first baseman, and he caught that just to protect his own face because that was red hot.
Yeah, Peyton all over that one, but that's what the fielders are for.
All right, 3 up and 3 down here in the bottom of the 5th, and we hear a big cheer down in the Catoctin side. We'll try and get a score for you right away. Something good happened down there.
See how it's...
We'll stay with you on this.
Game changer shows Matty
Oler. Matty Oler, yeah.
Yep.
What'd she do?
Hits the ball to third base, and on an error, Matty Gray, or is that right?
Matty Oler.
Matty Oler, and then
Reagan Gray. I think it's Ray. Is it Reagan?
Megan Gray
Megan
scores
Gray,
the winning run.
Wow. So the Cougars pull out a big one. The Lady Cougars.
Yes.
Congratulations to the Lady Cougars. That's a perfect setup for their visit from Walkersville this Thursday. We'll bring you that game live. First pitch at 4:30. So coming in now to pitch for McManus, In the top of the 6th inning, McManus with 5 solid innings of production. Georgioff in relief. Right-hander. Warming up on the mound out there. He will face Sowers, DeBaugh, and Konicki. Now we've got a substitution there on the Boonesboro side.
No, they're just getting the lineup in order with the home plate umpire.
So it's Sowers and Konicki. DeBaugh is hit for designated hitter. Perry for DeBaugh.
Correct.
He has not batted in the game.
Yep, and it goes final 2-1 Cougars over the Warriors.
And that's a big win for Catoctin. That's a big win for either team.
Yes.
In what, 8 innings? Bottom of the 8th?
Yep. And Walkersville 10-0 over Williamsport.
Okay. All right, Sowers steps in. He struck out in his one and only at bat in the 3rd inning. He takes a strike. No, called it a ball. Ball 1. 1-0 the count to the right fielder.
So now the Warrior batters have to adjust to this. From
Outside.
90-mile-an-hour fastball to 78 to 80
2-0 the count.
miles per hour.
Low. Ball 3. Georgioff in relief for McManus. He takes it, pitch, and called strike for the 3-1 count. To Sowers, he'll be swinging away on this one as Georgioff looks in, nods on the signal, and throws. Swing and a miss! And that moves the count full. Ball outside, and he walks Sowers. So the leadoff batter for the Boonesboro Warriors gets on. Now we go to the top of the order with the shortstop Konicki. He walked in his last at bat. And he hits this one deep into left field. And over the, one hopper to the fence. The run comes around the third and holds. And the throw holds the runner. So a stand-up double for Konicki against Georgioff. That moves Sowers down the third. And it brings Myers to the plate. Myers 0 for 2 on the day. Trying to get that first run across the plate here. With the right fielder on third base. Changeup called strike.
So on that substitution at pitcher, Georgioff pitcher, McManus went to first, and Castillo from first to right field.
Ball inside. Hit into left field. The left fielder's got to rush in. He makes the catch on the run. The runner tags and then comes back on a good throw right to the catcher. As Georgioff tried to cut it off.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Ethan's in there. He should be around behind home plate.
Right.
Third baseman Connor Crumb's your cutoff man
They'll
on that
coach him
throw.
up. Yep, you're right.
But either way, we get a line drive out to the left fielder. Well played there.
Ball 1 to the Jervis, the left fielder, with runners on second and third, 1 out. Here in the top of the 6th. Cougars lead at 7-0. Fouled away. Might stay in play. It drifts back and over the screen.
The Warriors are taking some healthy cuts here at Georgioff's offerings.
1-1 the count to Jervis. One hopper. Shipton keeps the ball in front of him. The catcher dives out of his crouch to keep that ball in front with a runner on third, threatening to score. Just low, a shade below the strike zone for a 3-1 count now. Boonesboro trying to break the shutout with a runner on third and a runner on second. Ball 4, he loads the bases up. That'll bring Perry, the designated hitter, to the plate, who struck out in both his bats. As the table set nicely with 1 out and the bases loaded, a base hit. Shipton takes a bad pitch way outside in the dirt, and he makes a great play to keep that ball out in front of him and hold the runner on.
Yeah, that easily could have slipped by him or bounced all the way over to the dugout, but he was able to keep it in front of him, hold the runners.
Inside, ball 2. So Georgioff struggling a bit here in the top of the 6th. Behind in the count to the designated hitter, Perry. And he throws another one in the dirt. 3 balls in a row. And now the infield trots in to talk to their pitcher just to encourage him a bit. McManus comes in from first base and says, look, just throw the strikes. Make them hit it. So Georgioff shakes it off. Steps on the rubber. Kicks and delivers. Called strike. With Perry looking on the 3-0. 3-1 the count now. He'll swing away. Foul tipped away.
A nice change of speed there by Ethan. Had Ryan Perry way out in front.
3-2 now. The bases loaded. 1 out. I'd love to turn 2 right here. Up, and he throws one up high, and he walks the run in. So the shutout goes down as Sowers trots across the plate. And Perry runs down on that's his 3rd walk in this inning for Georgioff. Franklin comes to the mound.
Gavin Watkins to replace Georgioff.
Watkins, the big number 24, will warm up the right-handed pitcher. We'll step aside for a quick break while they're warming up.
Where do you get your real-time information? News, weather, traffic, school delays, and cancellations. At 14:50 a.m., one of our most important resources is FrederickScanner.com. Live traffic cams, weather cams, city and county resources, police, fire and rescue. Anyone living, working, or traveling in and around Frederick should bookmark FrederickScanner.com on their PC or go to their Facebook page and download the mobile app today. FrederickScanner.com, a live information window to Frederick County.
That's right, FrederickScanner.com. Pete Rauman and his bunch did a remarkable job with that tanker explosion on 15 a couple of weeks ago. Those guys kept us right on top of everything. They're just right in the middle, thick of things, and just one of the best attributes we have in Frederick County for live weather, traffic, and information. FrederickScanner.com. Check it out today. All right, here we go. Number 17, Atkinson, the catcher for the Warriors, steps into the plate with bases loaded and one out. Watkins in, throws a strike across the plate. The third pitcher for the Cougars. Georgioff struggled in his appearance in relief for McManus here in the top of the sixth. So Franklin brings Gavin Watkins in now to try to clean it up. Off speed. Ball one. 1-1 the count to Atkinson. Whoa, right at his head. He had to duck out of the way of that one. Yes, yes. A little chin music there.
No place to put him. 2 balls, 1 strike. Make him swing the baseball bat.
Watkins kicks and delivers a low. Ball 3. 3-1 the count now. You don't want to walk another run in on your first batter in relief. Watkins settles down now. Throw to first. Runner's back.
Tried to catch Ryan Perry napping over there at first base. McManus rotated in behind him.
They had to pick on from that from Franklin here in the dugout. There's the delivery. Strike right across the plate. Full count now to Atkinson. Little chopped handcuff, drops in for a base hit just behind third base. The run scores, and the runners hold. So a little handcuff blooper by Atkinson for the base hit. Brings a run across. As Kennecke comes home.
Yep, blooped that right over third baseman Connor Crum's head. Dropped right on the grass behind him for the base hit.
That'll bring Wyan to the plate.
Hits him.
And he gets hit. And that brings another run home.
Yep.
Tying run at the plate. Collier, the second baseman. 1 out, bases loaded. High, fouled away. And out of play. 0-1 the count to Collier.
Russell here in a big spot. Hopes to put the ball in play for the Warriors.
Oh, line drive, double play
Exactly what they need.
by McManus. And they get out of that jam, but not until the Warriors tack 3 up on the board on a good inning for them to avoid the shutout. We'll be right back after this message.
You're right, Tyler.
Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates, located on Water Street in Thurmont, serving the community since 1993. Center of Life is dedicated to treating the whole you, and not just your symptoms: back pain, neck pain, injury. You just want to improve your mobility and feel healthier. Dr. John Hageman's innovative approach to whole body health is completely unlike anything you have experienced. With convenient hours from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and afternoon hours only on Tuesday from 3 to 7:30 p.m. Center of Life is there for you. Center of Life is closed on weekends and Thursdays. Center of Life accepts all major credit cards and uses the honor system so you pay what you can afford. What an amazing difference they will make in you today. Center of Life, make an adjustment to your life today. Center of Life is a proud sponsor of local high school sports.
All right, we are back here live as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Cougars lead it 7-3 in the bottom of the 6th. With Green at the plate, leading off for Catoctin. Green, a grounder to the second baseman. He gloves it, throw to first in time.
Nice solid piece of hitting there, but right to the glove of the second baseman. Russell Collier makes the throw to first for the first out.
Crum comes to the plate, the first baseman, with 2 walks and a fly out today. Fouls it back to the screen. Facing the pitcher, Myers, number 14, in relief for DeBall. Check swing strike.
I think it was in the zone anyway.
0-2 the count.
I think it was in the zone.
Ooh.
Got him looking. And the first strikeout of the game for Myers.
Myers has pitched pretty well. Coming in the lead.
Yes, since he's come in the 3rd inning, other than the unfortunate throws around the infield in the 4th, he's held Catoctin scoreless.
That'll bring McManus to the plate. Joey, 1 for 3 on the day. Takes a ball low. Called strike to McManus. 2-1 the count.
So not to correct you too much, Michael, but if you're scoring at home, Joey's actually 0 for 2 on base one time with the base on balls. That does
Chop
not
to the
give him a
shortstop.
1 for
He
3.
gloves it. Throw to first. And they got
Nice
it.
play. Nice throw. 6-3.
3 up, 3 down. We move to the top of the 7th inning. The last one in this game, where the Warriors will come to bat.
Gavin Watkins back on the mound for the Cougars.
Leading off, it'll be Ward, Sowers, and Konecki for the Warriors. We'll be right back.
Hawkins Landscaping, locally owned and operated, winner 8 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Hawkins Landscaping is #1 with an array of full landscape site design, lawn maintenance, hardscaping, lighting, drainage, and more. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your landscape from a dream to reality. From the design through construction and into maintenance, Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you are looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your landscape, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
Actually, 0 for 2 on the day.
All right, we are back here live. Leadoff batter drills one to the shortstop. He gloves it, throw to first in time. And they get number 3, Ward, on the ground out to shortstop.
Yep. 6-3, 1 out. That's just what you want when you're a relief pitcher. Come in, throw that one pitch out. Challenging. He's now working on the 9-man in order. You just come in and challenge those guys with a 4-run lead. Let your defense work behind you.
Sowers, the right fielder, chops one again to the shortstop. Easy bounce, and he throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, I took a big hop off the side of the pitcher's hill.
That's a great read by the shortstop.
Yep. Actually turned that hard grounder into an easy bounce for Bryant Green.
It really
at
did. You're
shortstop.
right.
Yeah.
It made it a lot easier.
Mhm.
All right, back to the bottom of the order here.
Number 1 in the order, shortstop, Matty Konecki.
Konecki fouls it away.
He hit that solid double out in the left center field last at bat. Scored a run.
Swing and a miss. Got him golfing on that one. 0-2 the count.
Ooh,
This little off-speed pitch was close.
just
Ball
off the
one.
plate.
1-2. High fastball. Evens the count at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning, the Warriors last at bat. And out here ends the game. And a base hit in between the shortstop and the third baseman in the left field. And so Koenigke keeps their hopes alive.
Nice day for Matty at the plate. 2 for 3 with a walk and 1 run scored.
That'll bring Myers, the first baseman, in the bat. The runner on first. High, ball 1. Myers flew out the left field in his last at bat. Takes a strike. 1-1 the count. Strike right across the plate. 1-2 to Myers. Change up. Myers went out and looked at it, checked his swing, and he got the ball. 2-2 the count. A little handcuff pop to the shortstop, easy out, and that's it. So Watkins gets himself out of that one. Myers goes down on the little pop out, sort of a liner, little blooping liner to the shortstop for the final out of the inning. And everybody meets at home plate for the congratulatory handshakes as the Cougars win this one 7-3. We'll be back for our post-game wrap-up after this final message from our sponsors. All right, we are back here for our post-game wrap-up. Congratulations, both the Lady Cougars and the Catoctin Baseball Cougars here, victorious today. The ladies 2-1, the boys 7-3. And Coach, your final observation of this game?
I'll tell you what. I'll jump ahead and then I'll come back. If these two teams meet in the playoffs with their top pitchers, that's going to be a lot of fun. Joey McManus, in 5 innings of work, struck out 10, allowed 1 hit, 1 base on balls. The Cougars, just punching away, making base hits, walking, putting the ball in play, forcing errors, to manufacture their 7 runs. But it's going to be real interesting for both these teams when you get a dominant pitcher who can manufacture 1 or 2 runs to pull out the win.
And Myers came in, good relief job from Myers. Once Myers walked, the Cougars were 2 in the first, 3 in the second, Nothing in the third, 2 in the fourth, and then Myers shut them down
Right.
6 in a row.
Well, and Myers actually came in after the second inning, so he pitched in the third, gave up the 2 runs basically with the base running and the infield
Yeah, that was that
play
base
with
running
Connor
here. Yeah,
Crum
yeah.
to manufacture those 2 runs. You're exactly right. Struck out 3. He did a really good job in relief
And
to
so-
keep the game actually within reach.
So looking ahead at the schedule, Catoctin will face Walkersville here on Monday. Catoctin has it's
You
interesting.
mean Thursday?
I'm sorry, let me see. Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. I said Monday.
Yes.
Sorry. Thursday here, 4:30 first pitch. Catoctin hosts Walkersville. And then this weekend, Easter weekend, there's a tournament. And there'll be a Saturday game against Tuscarora in the morning and Morgantown in the afternoon. So Catoctin with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 game stand at home.
Yeah, they've had a lot of home games so far, and we've been here for most of them.
Yes, and then they...
Yeah, and we'll see with the second half of the season when they start rotating away. But, Catoctin's going to travel well. They're a great baseball team, well coached. They're going to take fans with them. So, and as the weather gets warmer, Joey McManus heats up.
Yeah.
Again, there's some top pitching talent around the county for baseball. So, the 1A with Catoctin, their competition is going to be Boonesboro in the region playoffs and looking for seeding in that. Because if you're Catoctin, you definitely want to be here if you're going to have that playoff game against those 2 top pitchers.
Of course, Clear Spring, the state champion, everybody's facing them, and they just had an amazing game against North Hagerstown. They battled to a tie. They had to call the game for darkness.
Wow. So, we'll see what happens with Clear Springs if they have their top pitcher back. Yeah, it's going to be wild when you get to the regional playoffs.
It will.
Because I think Clear Spring is actually, in the same
Division
1A West
Region
Region 2.
Yeah.
It's Boonesboro, Clear Springs, Smithsburg, Williamsport, Brunswick, Catoctin, and Hancock.
And
So-
only one of those teams is going to make it out of that Region 2 into states.
That's right. That's exactly right.
So all roads have to go through Catoctin. Right now, Catoctin, Boonesboro, and Clear Spring, clearly the leaders in the Region 2. So it gets better from here.
Yeah.
Catoctin will not play Clear Spring in the regular season because of the way that it's aligned. But, we'll be with it all the way down the wire here and we may have to adjust a little bit. But, hey, that's the fun thing is, I want to remind you, we'll be back here this Thursday for a really good softball team. Undefeated Walkersville comes to town against the Cougars. Cougars only 1 loss on the year, and that was against FSK.
Yep. Early in the
A
season.
big win tonight for the Lady Cougars. Congratulations. So that sets the table for quite a nice game Thursday at 4:30.
Should be a good one.
All right, that's it. On behalf of the entire Cool Oldies 1450 team, myself, Michael Betteridge, Coach Rick Little, and Tyler Wilhelm, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate having you here. Have a great week. We'll see you Thursday night back here at Catoctin High School for some more great high school softball.
Good night, all. Good deal.
I hit the wrong button and turned the thing up full blast. Thought my ears were going to pop out. Wait. Let's do the automation and get out of there.